Welcome to Reach the World ASAP. My name is Pastor Scott Griswold, and I'm here with Elder Dan Stearns, who is the Evangelism Coordinator for the Texas Conference, and Pastor Rodney Garcia, who's Assistant Pastor here at the Houston International Church. And we just had a great day. It's been very special. You were willing to host a Reach the World Next Door training that we've been advertising for Houston and for anyone in Texas who wanted to come. And so it's been fun to explore the needs of the lost and to get more comfortable. Tell me what you two men think about the day. What do you think happens, and the experience of the church members coming together on Sunday of all time?
Yeah, we said Happy Sunday instead of Happy Sabbath when we got here. And you gave some excellent training, but I like the idea of putting us right out there. You sent us out into the neighborhoods, or not to the neighborhoods, but to the shops and stores, and gave us an assignment. And when we got back together again, everybody is talking about how they had met people, how they're using the My Language, My Life card, and the interactions. Some had gone quite a distance in building friendship in just a few minutes, and others had at least planted the seed. So I think that Houston is a microcosm of the world.
And you're in what's called the International District of Houston. What does that mean?
Well, it simply means that this part of Houston has people from all over the world. And so you can just drive a couple miles in any direction and come across people from Africa, Southeast Asia, Europe. This is kind of the melting pot of Houston.
It's very exciting for me to be here after planning and preparing to move down here, now to actually be with your church, planning, preparing, training, and just seeing their enthusiasm. What do you think they picked up and got from coming together like this to train?
Well, definitely I think they learned a lot of things from the teaching component, but as Dan said earlier, I think the best experience for them was just to be able to go out and do it and see how simple it can be, and how they can just take these principles and apply them in their daily life as they're just doing their life, as they're going through the day, and just how simple it can be to impact and reach somebody for Christ.
Amen. I think that is the takeaway I was sure praying for and hoping it, because it is when we are comfortable sharing the gospel, being a friend, that other people are comfortable. When we're stilted and gotta give out these pamphlets because the pastor asked me to, that it comes across in a way people are just like, no thanks.
Right.
But when you have just been caring, listening, being friendly in any place, that's when people can take it and say, oh, this is a natural part of life? Yeah, I'll take a look at that. That sounds interesting. So,
I think having a strong prayer component too, just starting at the beginning and praying for various groups, countries, people groups, and giving the statistics made all of us more aware, or rekindle our awareness of how we have right in our own communities people that if they caught this message and embraced it could have an impact in countries we could hardly ever get into.
this morning I opened up the Joshua Project and realized that joshuaproject.net, and realized that the 100 largest unreached people groups make up 1/4 of the world's population. And that just blew my mind as I saw these 99% Muslim or 89% Buddhist, time after time, unreached people groups around the world. And at least 10 of those largest unreached people groups are here in huge numbers in America. So wherever people are listening, they don't have to be in Houston, Texas, almost anywhere, you can find somebody who's one of those least reached people groups. Any last bit of advice for people listening of what they can do right where they are to reach out?
I think if you pray, that God will open your eyes. If you try to identify somebody who's already a neighbor or a friend or a co-worker, that's great, but if not, go to some international shopping area or Walmart or Aldi grocery store. We found a lot of people there. And just try bridging a gap. Just start a simple conversation. Hi, how are you? If you have those My Language, My Life cards, it makes it much simpler, or glow tracks. And that's the beginning point. We've, of course, challenged everybody here to see if they can build a team of 4, and within a year, see if they can see a group emerging. Now that's a
Amen.
big, bold goal,
Amen.
but we've got to be bold in these last days.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Pastor, so much for hosting us here. God bless your ministry here as you encourage your church of many nations to reach out to the nations that are not here.
I think that's the big benefit, that it opened up this new opportunity, this new way of reaching out that I don't think, even though we are an international church, the focus has been on the nations that are most heavily represented here. And so this was a great experience of broadening the perspective and our viewpoint, realizing that there are these unreached people groups here, and just be empowered with some simple ways to reach out to them.
Amen. Amen. Thanks again so much. As you've been listening, I know that your heart is touched with the simplicity of just being friendly in everyday situations. If you would like to learn more, go to reachtheworldnextdoor.com, and at that website you'll find a lot of ideas on how to reach out cross-culturally. You also can find there how to order the mylanguagemylife.com cards so you too can carry them with you and share them freely. Together, let's reach the world ASAP.